Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about the split jerk. It's going to be a little bit of an analysis video, but mainly it's going to talk about how to implement more work geared towards the split jerk in your program. I've made a technical video on the split jerk called Stop Missing Jerks. And in that one, it's more geared towards the beginner who wants to learn how to split jerk properly. In that one, I talk about footwork. I have some mobility drills in there as well. That one will really help you if you're a beginner. But this one, like I said, is going to be more geared towards maybe the more intermediate style lifter, those of us who stand up cleans and for some reason cannot hit the split jerk. So the first thing I want to talk about is the 4 aspects of the split jerk. The dip, the drive, the catch, and the recovery. So given that we have those 4 aspects, the question you have to ask yourself is how much time or how much volume are you dedicating to those 4 aspects? I can use Sam, one of my lifters, as an example of this. Now, Sam usually stands up his cleans pretty easily, and then he has issues catching the jerk and recovering and holding the jerk overhead. Regardless of if his dip and drive are good, he catches and struggles to recover. If his dip and drives are bad, he most likely won't even catch. So the idea with his program as of late has just been to focus on those exact aspects. So I have right here his program. Here we go. And as you can see in his program, I have something overhead every single day, and 3 of the days are jerk specific. So on day 1, it's just the push press and the handstand hold. So those are more of, those are accessories that are gonna help. On day 2, he has behind the neck power jerk. So that's the jerk specific work. He's got bamboo bar split presses. On day 3, he has jerk with pause and split. So that's going to be more of a maximum effort session geared towards the jerk. And then jerk recoveries and dumbbell shoulder press. On day 4, he's going to rest. On day 5, we have pause and dip, pause and catch, and pause and recovery jerk. Again, that's going to be in between technical work, lighter work, and heavier work. That's going to be right in between those 2. So we're going to try to find good weights to work on all of those aspects that I talked about previously. And then on the final day, it's just strict press bamboo carries, and those are both accessories. So if we look at the first main one here, the behind the neck power jerk, what this does is it helps you work on the thoracic mobility. Basically your ability to open up your chest like this and hold your hands over your head. Okay, typically people have issues standing right here and lifting their arms. They get to about this position. As soon as they get here, their mobility demands are not met. They have to get back here. So the idea with the behind the neck power jerk is that the bar is coming from this position. So you're already opened up in the thoracic spine. You have to dip and drive and try to catch. Now, with the behind the neck power jerk, it's gonna be more, less about getting the head through and more about just stacking overhead. This one, we go very, very light, and we try to, I think bringing the barbell down too on the back of the neck, you have to go very light. You have to be very careful with that. It's a very good first workout to just get used to more time overhead and get a good stimulus there. The next day is jerk with the pause and split. Now, I think that this is probably the most important of all of them. The reason for that is because it's more about ownership over the split position, ownership over the jerk, if you will, because a lot of times people don't have control over the barbell. They let the barbell loose after the dip and the drive, and then they catch and they try to recover very fast. It's similar to the snatch The bar comes off the hips. Again, the bar is loose. You should still be pulling and controlling that bar, but a lot of times people let that bar loose and then it's kind of a prayer. Similar things in the jerk. Bar goes loose, it's kind of a prayer. You're just hoping that the bar is going to be in the right spot. Now with the pause and the split, we have to make sure that the bar is in the right spot, because we're going to pause in that position for 3 seconds and then we're going to recover. From there, we have the jerk recoveries. This is a very difficult one for Sam, and this is one that really points out kind of his deficiencies, and it can work very well. Basically, in the recoveries, there is no dip and drive. So you're just working on setting the tension in your upper back, setting the tension in the arms, and standing tall. Once you get a little bit better at these, they can really help from the aspect of, you know, if your legs are throttled, you know, if you've had really hard training, the bar is already in that spot that's overhead, and you can just focus on stacking more and more load over you in that fully recovered position. I like to use these in competition prep quite a bit. From there, we have pause and dip, pause and catch, and pause in recovery jerks after a clean. So now we're really focusing on all of those aspects, all 4 of those aspects: the dip, the drive, the catch, and the recovery. We are in control over every step of the movement. The rest of these, you know, we have the accessories, bamboo bar split presses. The bamboo bar is great because it's shaking as it goes overhead with the bands. You know, handstand holds against the wall, strict press, just anything to get more time under tension, pressing and going overhead. I know that's a lot that I just threw at you guys, but the main aspect of this whole thing is, as weightlifters, a lot of times people are very comfortable saying, I have very weak legs, or I have a very weak pull. But not many times do people say, I have a very weak overhead position. You know, we see a lot of people stand up cleans very, very easy and then kind of grind out a jerk. And then they say that that's their PR clean and jerk. But when we think about it, how many kilos are they missing out on their clean and jerk? Strictly because they have a very fast clean and they're not utilizing their potential for the clean and jerk. And that was the case for Sam. And what we were able to do was literally just shut everything else down and focus on the split jerk, getting more time with the barbell overhead, more time in the dip, the drive, the catch, and the recovery of the jerk, so that he can become more optimal with his clean and jerk and have eventually a higher total. Hopefully this helps you guys out. I can do another analysis on the clean, something that I haven't done yet. If that's something that you're interested in, please comment below. Thank you so much for watching.